back, everyone.
Welcome
to episode 4. We have a fun episode today. We are going to be talking about everything that gets under our skin, like our pet peeves.
Figuratively and non-figuratively.
Yes.
But we are fired up today.
Yeah.
Because we are our buzzword is annoying or annoying. Anything with an annoying. And that's what we are today.
Yeah.
So
literally my pen ran out of ink when I was just giving all my annoyances. Okay, I will start. And then I want to know if these annoy you too. Ready?
Go for it. Are you just going to
drivers in general, but specifically in Naples, the no turn signal, they don't know where they're going.
The 4-lane cutter over.
The 3 lanes of traffic. Or they're
asking for a death wish.
Yes, they stop because they don't know where they're going. And then they just cross over lanes of traffic. Just make a U-turn, turn around. If you passed it, it's okay. If you need to get it on the other side, just make a U-turn. It drives me nuts. And no turn signals.
Or just be I guess, cautious to other people around you.
Yeah. I have to, literally the driving in Naples has gotten crazy.
Well, this past week.
Yeah, these past couple weeks has been insane.
5 fatalities on I-75 in Naples, which is very scary. And then there was the one on Logan. And Logan, yeah.
And honestly, I have to make deals with God every time I get in the car now because it just stresses me out.
You just put your armor.
And it's sad. It's so sad. But that is number 1, what gets under my skin. Number 2, this is going to be a controversial one. Whistling. I hate whistling. First of all,
I just got back from Michigan and my freaking dad whistles and I'm
my parents
now I'm thinking about this and I'm like, what?
Yeah.
And I hear him in the morning and I'm like, Dad, why?
Right. Who wakes up in the morning whistling? You're not Cinderella.
Is it a generational thing?
No one is that happy. Why? I don't know. I know. Yes, maybe because I
your mom and dad both do it?
Yeah, they're whistlers.
Only my dad
but
does
not
it.
But not excessive whistlers, but they both whistle from time to time. They've been known to whistle.
My dad will whistle for us in the store though. And he says something and he'll whistle
call your cell phone?
And I'm like, and he'll be let's go.
He can't call your phone?
No, he'll whistle for
us. Or be
us.
Ashley?
No. If you're down another aisle, I don't know, it's just a fun little game, I guess, that sometimes we play when we're out.
I don't you know. That. People that's whistling at sporting events. I mean you're whistling a tune.
You should actually come up with some type of
you could sing it
call between you and Chris when you're at a store.
You're hooty hoo
or caw. And you just know it's your person and that's looking for you.
I don't want Chris to see this episode because I will say he would do that.
He would come up with a funny noise or call.
Yeah, he would do it.
I think it would be
to get my attention. I would just call his phone and be where are you?
Yeah.
Aisle 4. Okay, see you there.
Yeah.
Done. Okay. Let me preface with the exception of my son because I think this is the cutest thing with him, but the sound of people chewing. I can't. If I can hear you chew, either your bite was too big, you have no teeth,
or maybe just never were taught manners.
Maybe that too.
But when you're chewing, is it food or a gum chewer too? And they're
gum chewing is number 5. We'll get to that.
I'm sorry. I didn't know you had a gum chewing on your notes.
That's another thing that gets under my skin. Chewing.
In general. Matter what.
If I can hear it.
Yeah.
Yet, I guess Chris will and the nanny will send me videos zoomed in of Christian's mouth so I can hear him chewing while I'm at work because they know I love the sound specifically of him chewing. Is that weird?
But you love the sound of your son chewing, but nobody else.
No.
Okay.
Nobody else.
All right.
Nobody else.
Well, he's a kid until he gets older and he's maybe 13 at the table and you're hearing him chew. You might be you know what, Christian, knock it off. We don't do that.
Not cute. No. Okay, but I'll skip to number 5 and then I'll go back to number 4. Number 5 is gum chewing. Not just smacking your gum or doing that click thing, not just blowing bubbles. No, gum in general. First of all, Why? Why? What's the purpose behind it? 2,
flavor. Maybe people flavor. It could be something.
You're chewing this little.
Well, some people throw it out after it loses its flavor. Like it's just like a
gummy thing that's just sitting, like percolating in your mouth.
Well, you're supposed to be chewing it. It's not going to percolate while you need to chew it. I mean, if you're holding onto your gum.
I can't. And I hate the sound of it because nobody just chews it. The mouth is always open. You can always see it. And it's like a, why?
Well, that's annoying. I mean, I don't chew gum like that. I don't really chew gum. Oh, wow. Yeah.
So we were good so far. Yeah. I made it through.
How many minutes? Shoot, I forgot my timer. I'm going to put my timer on now, guys. We have a 30-minute session here. So we're going to go into that. Okay, keep going about your chewing.
Slow walkers. People who are
mall workers.
Like,
love them.
Oh, mall walkers? Yeah, mall walkers. No, because mall walkers are legit. They're the people in the Olympics.
Fast walkers.
You know what I'm talking about?
And they move their body.
Yeah, they move the whole.
And they have like a swag and they just kind of like rock it back and forth.
That's fine because you're hustling.
Is there alcohol in here?
Slow. Yeah, but we sat for so long talking about the things that annoyed us that we. No, it was annoying. Now I'll drink, but it was annoying, not annoyed. Okay, I'll take a sip. Fire it up. But like when you're walking with your whole family, like on the sidewalk in the city,
you're like in an amusement park,
and if you're all in a row and you're walking so slow, or in the parking lot,
when you're going right down to a park, and they're in the dead center,
and you're slowly walking.
Oh my God, I know. It's like common courtesy.
Correct. Yes.
Who brought you up?
The gum chewers.
Who are you and where did you come from?
The gum chewers and the mouth chewers, that's who brought them up. The mouth chew people did.
The mouth chew people.
The mouth chew people are the slow walkers.
All right.
Because they're chewing gum, so they can't walk fast because then they're going to choke it down.
They can't do two things at once.
Oh, yeah. Walk and chew gum. Or was it
walk and chew gum at the same time?
Yeah. Oh, that was good. That was cool.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes I remember them.
Okay, here's another one.
My little, what do you even call those?
What?
Yes.
Like you don't get the sayings right. Like
but what do you call those sayings?
I don't know. I don't remember. Okay. People who get up when the plane lands to like try and get off first. Like
I want to be like, sit your ass down. We are still on the tarmac. We are not at the gate.
And they're row
we
like
all have to get off one at a time.
And they're literally like,
all the way from row 40, and now they're up at 7.
Yes. And the people
I want to put my foot out and trip them.
And the people who paid for row 1 through 7 so they can get off first.
You're like, oh, hey, Karen.
Listen, if you have a connection, either upgrade your seat, let the flight attendant know to call it in for you, or maybe it's an issue with the airlines.
Or don't be a cheap ass and buy a ticket closer. Just food for thought. I mean, really.
This is why we get trolled.
Come to me
on social media. It's so fair though too. Like some of the trolling, like it really is just so fair. Like just no trolls. Like I see you, and sometimes I'm like, yeah, you got a point.
Yeah,
I definitely I control myself like from time to time. Okay, people who complain about things they can change, like when you're outside with a t-shirt on and you're like carrying your jacket. If you say it's cold outside, I want to like smack you. Like it takes more energy to complain than it does to
But I think those are people that need attention.
Like there are people dying in the Middle East, but you're holding the jacket and you're going to complain about it? Like that drives me
just put your jacket on.
Nuts. Like sure, it wasn't a walk in the park, don't get me wrong. And sure, sometimes you're going to complain, but like I really didn't complain while I was pregnant. Because I'm like, you know what? I asked for this. This was elective. And you know how many women can't get pregnant who would love to be puking in a toilet right now?
I mean, that's true. But guess what? Not everyone thinks like you do.
I'm not going to do that. Because that to me is like, no, I chose this path. And so I wasn't perfect about it. I did complain from time to time. But like, I don't like when people complain about things that they can change. Because of what is happening to people who can't change their circumstances. That's specifically why. It comes from a place of compassion.
Do you make comments after they say that? Because I would not be able to hold back.
It depends on what it is. Like, if it was like someone like I would be like, put your jacket on.
Okay. What are you carrying it for? What
yeah.
are you carrying that piece of clothing item for if you're going to complain that it's cold?
Right.
Put it on.
Right.
Then you wouldn't even have to waste your breath and energy.
Right. That's my list. I'm sure I'll think of more.
That's it?
It was 7.
Okay, what gets under your skin about your husband?
Ooh. Oh, hair when he shaves in the bathroom. There's these little itty bitty beard hairs.
Why don't you laser hair removal him?
That go, cause it's here. It's here.
Oh, it's beard hair, not body hair?
No. Well, that comes off too.
Well, that beard hair annoys me too.
That comes off too. He does have,
and it's in the sink.
The body, yes, and then because it's around the sink, and you know how hard that is to clean. And
so annoying.
Like one you missed.
There we go.
Yeah. Now we're gonna get drunk complaining about husbands, but there's always
someone
this,
come pick us up.
Yeah,
after this episode,
they can pick us up.
Excuse me. So smoky.
That bothers me, and then the body hair that like falls out of men bothers me too.
Yeah.
My husband says that he's of the age where his hair is leaving his head and traveling down his body.
I like it. I like that he explained it that way.
Yes. But that gets me. That does get me, the hair.
Yeah.
Or do you mean like him, like personality wise?
No, just what are like something that would get under your skin, with him?
Oh, he also
But you can see past it, obviously.
Well, sure,
it's not something that's going to be a make or break.
Right. But I would say he will listen to me say an entire thing and know that he can't hear me, but he'll let me get out the entire statement.
What you just said.
He has these noise canceling AirPods. Okay.
Oh my God, why do we live the same relationship
and
right now?
He will hear me talking to him like while he's watching a show or something. Like,
why does he have earpods on while he's watching?
Because if I'm watching something different and he doesn't want to watch it, but we like want to be in bed together, like he'll just get his computer and put his AirPods in and like watch his own show. Okay. And if I have something to say or ask him, he can see like, peripheral vision wise that I'm like looking at him. So he'll turn, stare. I'll get the entire thing out. He takes out his AirPods and goes, sorry, what? After I've given the entire statement.
I would be, did you not read my lips?
Like, but why wouldn't you just, as soon as you see, like, just take it out and listen and then just answer?
That would be
because it also takes twice the amount of time, and then he's like looking like he's annoyed, like he wants to get back to his show. Well, I could have been done 50% faster.
True.
I'm giving you ideas for what?
No. I'm just thinking. I feel the same way every time I say something to Juvie. He'll ask me what, and I'm like, I don't even know why I bothered the first time even saying anything. Now I'm on my third time. I got to repeat myself. Mm-hmm. Do you think this is fun for me? Yeah. This is not fun. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Listen, pay attention, or don't ask me what.
Yes.
Just keep going.
Yes. Like he'll or sometimes even if the AirPods aren't in, like he'll listen to an entire thing and be like doing something on his phone, and then he'll look up and be like,
"What'd you say?
What?" I'm like,
why are they so good at selective listening?
I don't know. It's a skill.
It's like a profession.
Oh yeah, it's a skill.
Yeah.
It's a skill that they have. Because like for me, like if I hear something, I would love to be able to tune it out. Like sometimes it's harder for me to tune it out. Like if I'm trying to like read a book or watch a show or something, but I hear outside noise, ability to do like that. I go to where the noise is.
I'm very easily distracted, but I have ADD, so that's probably.
I just can't like turn it off. What's your list?
So let's go back to the airplanes.
Oh yeah. There's a lot that annoys people on airplanes. It's hard to say.
People who take their freaking shoes off.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not in your living room. I'm not in your bedroom. This is not your house. Why are you getting that comfortable?
True, and you really don't know, like, what has been
What if your foot smells? What if your feet smell? What if your shoes smell? Like, I don't want that. I don't want to smell that. And people who fart on planes, shame on you. And you can smell it?
What? This has happened to you?
You've never smelled someone's fart on an airplane? Are you kidding me?
I don't think so. No.
Oh my God. Have you? No? We're asking our team back there.
Yeah, no. See, I think you're the one. What airline are you from? Where are you flying to, girl?
I'm a very sensitive nose, though. I
do have a very sensitive
anything
nose.
and everything. I have a very sensitive nose, and smells irk me. They bother me. Hygiene is so important to me. Like,
same.
I have a new deodorant I'm trying. It's an aluminum-free deodorant. I literally put my regular one on one arm, under one arm, and a new one on another arm. And we all know when you don't have aluminum in your deodorant, you have a BO smell. You do get that smell.
Really?
Yes. And as much as I don't want to have a deodorant with aluminum in it, I cannot not do it.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. Mine does.
Mine has.
I've been using the same one for forever.
And like today, yeah, I have.
I cannot believe.
I'm expressing my deodorant situation. Like, I've testing it out, but God forbid I don't like to smell like I don't.
No, I'm very big.
I'm very self-conscious about that.
Like hygiene.
Yes, I take 2 showers a day.
Hygiene
like I'm
is very important.
Even if like it's important. I don't know. So the whole shoe things on the airplane, like keep your freaking shoes on. That should be a rule. They should not allow people to take their shoes off. And I also like, and please don't get mad at me, any of you that have children. I don't. I have nieces. I have friends that have kids. I am an aunt to a lot of different little children, and I love all of these children. But it'd be nice to have a plane that is adults only and no kids. And you have to know that if your child is sitting behind somebody, why are you constantly let them flip that table up and down, up and down?
Yes, agreed.
Or kicking their chair. And like, even I had my niece once, and I flew with her by myself, 3 years old. Amazing angel. And I kept saying, don't touch the seat in front of you. There's someone up there. Like, you don't want to make the lady mad in front of you for disrupting her flight. Like, and I will tell her things like that. And I'm very cautious and aware of other people around me. And they paid just as much as I did to be on this flight. Who wants a child kicking their seat behind them?
And sometimes there's nothing you can do. Like if a newborn is crying or something, you're so
or just
limited.
Have a section.
Right. But you're so limited in what you can do. But for me, it's like the children of the age where you can reason with them.
Yes.
You can speak to them. They know right from wrong to an extent. But like they know instruction, but you don't give it.
Yeah. And some parents shouldn't have kids. Some people.
That's one of Chris's pet peeves. Like Chris's biggest thing that gets under his skin is when people curse in front of children. He cannot.
I try. I bring myself back. I'm pretty good at it, but like sometimes if my sister-in-law has me on speakerphone, I'm like, crap, sorry. You have me on speakerphone. I can't believe I just swore like that in front of my nieces. So I will, but you can't.
That's also like I think he's talking about like especially like parents. Like,
oh, okay.
You know,
like constantly truck driver miles like in front of your kids.
That's
but
a big
like
thing he doesn't.
Yeah,
like, that gets to him, and I guess it does to me too. Because I'm like, you know, I would never want to get the phone call. I would be so embarrassed if I got the phone call like from the school that was like, oh, Christian said such and such a class today. I would be so mad at him. But it's one of those things where you have to blame yourself. Because if you're using the word at home, where do you think he's getting it from?
But I mean,
it's
also like even if you do use the word at home,
because you're using it,
you know, this is an adult word. This is like something that maybe I shouldn't even be saying, but this is something you also don't repeat.
I am 35 years old. If I said a curse word in front of my mom, she'd still probably like wash my mouth out with soap. She like that is my mom's pet. That's what gets under her skin.
But I do
who have like
in she conversation, just does not at my mom.
She just if I at her,
I would never at my mother. But like if I'm like telling her a story or I'm saying like something like yesterday, I did say the F word in front of my mom, but I was very heated.
My mom would kill me.
But I was telling her a story.
She'd still kill me.
But like, who really even made it a swear word? Like, who made it a swear word? Who classifies it as a swear word?
Jacqueline Ann. That's what I'd get. I would get hit with the Jacqueline Ann. And that's when you know it's bad.
Well, I mean, you are of age.
What do you do that annoys Juvie?
Oh, I probably do so much that annoys him. So much. He gets so annoyed when he's on his computer working, and I'm kind of like, "Hey, Juvie, can we?" And he's like, "What now do you want to do?" Or he'll like, "Can you not read the room? I'm in here working." He's like, "What do you need now?" And I'm just like, "Well, and I just like, I don't know. I just want to talk to him, and I just want to I just talk and want to ask him questions all the time." So he gets annoyed about that with me. Annoyed. I did catch myself.
We'll go down together.
So I would think that, or me not paying attention to things sometimes. And just kind of, he's always like, "You're like floating in the sky." He's like, "I need you down here." He's like, what, I need you to focus on this. And I'm like, I've been at work all day. Like, I just don't want to focus right now. Like, I just need to, I'm home. Let me cook food. Let me be in my element with my Wink News on in the background. Like,
she's
let me just.
With Wink News. I forgot to tell you, Wink News came to my house the other day.
Say what? Who was it? Who came?
I don't know. I'd have to look up her name.
Why?
Because of...
Are you allowed to speak about this?
Probably. It's going to be bad. Because of that accident that happened.
Oh, okay.
On Logan and Immokalee, where the mother died, I was super fired up about it just because it took... there's been so much building. They have not done anything about the traffic. And there were 2 children in that car.
Yeah. That
had to get airlifted to a hospital where they were in the ICU. I mean, this is crazy. That could be any one of our children. It could have been any one of us in the car. It was a wrong place, wrong time for this mother. Now, a lot of people got fired up about it. It's, sad that it took the taking of someone's life to get people fired up about it. But I've been fired up about it for a long time.
Immokalee Road is
because I've seen it. Yes, I have sent so many emails to the commissioner that have gone unanswered completely. But yet they'll send me campaign stuff. They'll ask me for donations. But I don't get a single answer when it's regarding something that matters. And then he just keeps voting yes on building. So I had sent an email basically asking him, if he's getting paid off by developers, but it didn't get any traction or go anywhere. So when Wink News started going around to the neighborhoods that are most directly affected with the Immokalee traffic, I happened to be one of them. And someone was like, "Oh, you got to go see that girl." So they did. They knocked on my door and wanted copies of the emails that I have sent. And they wanted copies that they have gone, unanswered. So I sent everything. They wanted me to be on camera. But I
You're like, "No, I have a business and a podcast, and we're already being trolled."
Yeah. So I didn't. And so
just kidding.
I was like, no, but we're not even. But I was like, okay, this is as far as I'm going to go. But I did turn everything over to them because I'm like, here you go. Here you go. Take it. See, look at everything that I've requested information on that they just keep saying yes to the building.
They're not taking it serious.
Right. And part of a commissioner's job, this is completely going off on a tangent, but it's relevant to things that get under my skin. Part of a commissioner's job is to make sure that the traffic patterns are safe and can handle, that there's infrastructure that can handle the building and the community growing and, apartments being built to shopping centers being built. There has to be proper roadways, and we don't have that right now. And there hasn't been enough of a police presence in that area. Now there is more of a presence in that area, but there hasn't been for a long time.
This is a very huge cell phones.
Yes,
nowadays from where they were back then.
Yes,
is a huge distraction, and I think that probably may be 80% of what accident.
I was giving a facial to someone yesterday who told me that her son is marrying a girl, really nice girl, and her brother passed away from texting while driving. Got into a head-on collision and died on impact. And it's like, why? Why? You're going to get to where... And I always see people swerving, doing this, and then when I look in the car, they're like...
On their phone. Yep. Oh my gosh. I wish I had guardrails on my car. I would bump them right away. Instantly. But I will be honest, I actually just watched Christian for 2 days within the last week. And Jacqueline left me the car seat because I was like, oh, leave me the car seat in case, blah, blah, blah. Well, also for emergencies if I have to go anywhere and take him somewhere. But I didn't end up leaving the house like I was planning on it because one, after that accident on Immokalee, I was a little bit shooken up by it. And I also don't want to have that responsibility of somebody else's kid in my car. And for me, I was just like, you know what? I'm not going to leave. I'm not going to go anywhere.
The traffic on that road is so unsafe.
As much as I know she would allow me to take him, but I was just like, no, I'm just not going to do it. I just don't want to. I don't feel comfortable right now. And I didn't. And we stayed home and that was it. I mean, we walked outside and whatever, but I didn't take him anywhere. There was really no need for me to go anywhere. Yeah. So I did.
But you are risking it every time you get just yesterday there was a bad accident again on Immokalee in Colorado. I mean it's getting crazy.
Yeah, it's a very big
take road. It to the polls, people.
Yeah,
take it to the polls.
Write those letters.
Take your pet. They'll go unanswered.
Send them
write the
in.
Letters. I can speak from experience. No one's getting back to you, but you can try. You can try.
Another thing that gets under my skin is fake email addresses, fake names, and fake people.
Yeah, I agree. If you have something to say,
don't hide behind a computer.
Because now you're hiding behind your name behind a computer.
A fake name. It's a fake name.
Fake names, fake email addresses,
fake phone number.
Yeah,
you're just fake.
You don't know us.
You're straight up fake, and I hope you're watching this.
Oh, they always are. They're always watching it. That's how we get it.
And if you have something to say to us, please just show up in my office. I would love it.
No, they won't. But my whole thing is,
Jacqueline's no, take that, cut that out.
Okay, this is my issue with any type of trolling, people who troll celebrities or anything.
You have nothing else to do.
Your little internet space,
bubble,
your page, right? The page for the podcast or our personal pages or whatever. That's my little home. That's my little internet home. That's my little social media home.
Yeah.
Okay. If you are here and in my space, I feel like I have the right, if you're going to troll, and I feel like celebrities should just totally do this and block people, because you should be able to say, no, I wouldn't have you in my home. Therefore, you will not be in my little social media home.
Yeah.
And I think you should just get blocked. You lose your privileges. If you're going to be mean to someone online...
No, you're a coward. You are a coward if you hide behind a computer screen. People. No, you're a coward. That's all I got to say.
I look at things and I see all these
facts.
people
There's 3 sides to every story.
All this stuff, and I'm like, what? What are you talking about?
I wish I had time like that on my hands.
It's Sunday, Karen. Go relax.
Yeah.
Go make a pot roast with your family. Just
go to Felipe's, get a margarita.
Yeah, get a margarita.
Loose.
You need a margarita.
You need that, Karen.
You gotta let go, people.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. And then, anytime we get trolls, if I ever answer them back, they don't say anything back. They it's all of a sudden they realize, oh my God, no, she's a real person. Oh. And then they stop and then they don't say anything back, which I find very funny.
Yeah.
Because you were so bold to say it.
That's true.
But where are you now? Also, because I fact check people.
Why can't
and then they just back down.
And also, there are ways that people can find out where it comes from.
It's so easily searched, guys.
So and you're not that smart.
Right. The people, no.
You're really not.
Because smart people don't have the time to sit
and they
on
just
their
keep their mouth shut
and harass other people. You just don't. I could never be an actual famous person.
I wouldn't want to be.
No, because how do they do that?
I really wouldn't want to be P. Diddy right now either. In case all of you are wondering. how that's going down because he's going down.
Yeah, but then you know what? Then he deserves it.
Oh, I'm sure.
He should get everything that's coming to him.
I'm just glad I went to go see P. Diddy and the Family when he was not so bad.
No, he was bad. We just didn't know he was bad. That's the point.
But he just came
He
out.
was doing it, but we didn't know he was doing it. Oh. We liked him because we didn't know.
R.I.P. P. Diddy.
It's like the R. Kelly guy.
Oh,
right? That was the guy that did the... Yeah. Like, we all believed we could fly and sang that song. And
he sure as heck did.
Yeah. And now he wants to fly out of an airplane.
Yeah. Another thing that gets under my skin is dramatic. People that are dramatic and extreme. Like with how they react to certain things. Why is this funny to you? Because my whole day.
Because you're so dramatic.
I am not.
Yeah, you can be.
I can be.
You can be. I'll be like, calm down, rein it in.
I can be dramatic, but I'm like talking extreme. Like today with what we were talking about, and someone had said, I would just completely move and sell my house and like sell my business and like
be gone.
And I was like, well, wow, that is very extreme. I'm not letting someone scare me that fast.
True. Yes.
So that was very dramatic. Yes, I can be dramatic. Yeah.
I can be very dramatic with certain things. I can be.
Yeah.
I can be
maybe in a playful sense dramatic. Like I can, it's not so serious, but. And then kids running around in restaurants. Only reason why is that my cousin back in the day was severely burned by a pot of coffee.
The coffee when it spilled because the kid runs in.
And my cousin to this day has very large scars and welts on her arm and on her body. And children just, people like parents just like, no, your kids need to be sitting down. They shouldn't be running around. It's such a huge liability to have them running around in a restaurant.
But also, outside of the liability standpoint, like, other patrons are there.
To enjoy dinner. They're spending money. To enjoy their
dinner. They're taking time away. They're spending money. They could have cooked at home and been around their running children, too. But they don't want to be. So, for me, like, I'm very conscious of that. Like, because Christian is so young. There's certain things he does that I can't control.
Well, I mean, at that, because he's not understanding.
No, but I still take him outside. One of us will get up and take him outside because that should not be affecting everyone else's dining experience.
I mean, yeah, okay, I see what you're saying.
It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. Just because, sure, I love him, but you don't.
Yeah.
Well, you do, but
I do.
Stranger A doesn't. They don't know him. They don't want to hear him. They don't want to hear a 1-year-old being loud in a restaurant. So, you know, we try and take him at times where he can. And then there's also certain restaurants we wouldn't go to. We just wouldn't go to because it's not appropriate to have a child there. Especially not a child that knows to, like, sit down and be quiet.
Right. I agree. I mean, definitely that is one. I mean, it's nice that you guys do that. I find that that's very nice because most parents wouldn't do that. And like I said, once again, I don't have a kid. I can't speak on having a child, but I do know enough, and I've grown up with them since I was little. I mean, my first little kid is already 18 years old.
Ooh.
Like, it's crazy to me, my best friend's daughter. But since that's things that get under our skin that annoy us, there are things that really get under your skin that need to be cleaned out and that can cause bacteria.
Dirt, oil, sweat, makeup, grime.
Exactly. So many different things that literally get under your skin.
Sunscreen. Yes.
So
get an exfoliator. Wash your face twice a day. Take your makeup off before you go to bed. If you're a big gym person, keep something in your gym bag. Wipe your face down when you're leaving the gym or the beach or
before you
coming home from a run.
Start to pick your face, wash your hands.
Teenagers, put something in their baseball bag and get out.
So
you know why?
Free radicals, everyday environmental on the skin.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, but you know why? What?
Oh, I was just gonna close it and say that it'll help you love your skin.
You can.
Oh, okay.
But yeah.
But yes, we will see you next week. We'll be back. We were off for a couple weeks because we were both on vacations.
Or summer trips.
But we are back. We are going to be full stream ahead. We will be back next week recording another episode. And always remember,
to love
your skin.